How the heck are ya? I'm back with episode 9 of Crazy Cash Flow. So the total now I have is $30,000, $30,172.44. So that's a jump from the last video of what, that gets me to 3. So we're at what, $7,500? That's about right. Yeah, that gets us up to close enough. $7,500. Now I've added some money to my portfolio here. Now this is my smaller portfolio. This is my more speculative, my growth stocks, my high yield stuff. I have a safe one. It's very safe compared to this, but this is the one I want to share because it's the most interesting. The other one's just like bank stocks and communications and consumer staples and all that jazz. Safe, boring things, but this stuff's the fun stuff. So this is your opportunity to watch me succeed or fail with these crazy stocks. They're not all crazy, but they're, again, speculative, growth, and high yield. Originally, when I started the series, I was just doing high yield, but the problem with just going for dividends is you're not always going for the best companies. Something like Tesla has been the biggest winner I've ever bought in my life. So if I was just looking for dividends, I wouldn't have the gains. Like how long would it take me to, I believe I'm up 42%. If we go 14,300, 14,300 times, let's say, I think it's around 42, but let's just say 40. So I'm up $5,720 on Tesla. So to get that much in dividends, if I had, like let's do the math on that. So again, I have to sell to collect that. So if the stocks go back down, I don't have that money. So you do have to cash out. Sometimes people just ride it out and it bites in the ass. So you do have to cash out at some point. It could go back down. If it started to go back down heavy, if it started to go back down, it's at 404, I believe. Let's look at the price. Yes, at 405. If it started to get back down to like 390, I might sell half just to pocket some of the cash. But anyways, yeah, let's say you had $100,000 in there. Or let's say you had $200,000 in there. Let's do that. 200,000 times, now what's a safe stock? Let's say something like, let's go here. Let's go J&J. Everyone, like PPC Ian loves J&J. It's his #1 favorite stock. It's going to pay you 2.61%. So let's say you played it safe. Everyone loves J&J, and I do own that in my safe account. But see this? Yeah, but it only pays you 2.61. So you're going for the dividend times 0.0261. So every year you would make $5,220. So I made more in 5 months on Tesla, and yeah, so I put in like 9, right? So I made more with that one stock with $9,000 than I would have made with $200,000 in a safe dividend stock like J&J. So you can't only look at dividends. There was that big video that came out with dividends are, irrelevant. It was like Ben something, and all the dividend guys went crazy. But you have to look at both sides, and I really did, and I'm like, like it is about capital gains. Because you can sell it. With dividends, it's sort of selling it off every time you get a dividend, because the stock price goes down by the amount that you're paid out, because it's coming off of the company's books and going to the shareholders, so they don't have that money anymore, and therefore the share price is reflected automatically. So it's going down. So don't always think dividends. I think you should be looking for winners, for growth winners, as well as doing dividends. So anyways, that's just my advice. I try multiple strategies. I think if you're just sitting on dividends, a guy who's into growth, like Jeremy from Financial Education, is doing fantastic just with growth. Now there's more risk to it. So it really comes down to how much risk you can tolerate. Some people are high risk and they can lose everything. Some people are low risk and are completely safe, but they're going to take like 50 years to make $1 million. So it's all up to you what your risk is. I find them a little risky, but I have done okay so far. But again, the saying is, everyone's a genius in a bull market. So I have to be prepared that I could not lose, but my stock, this could go down to 15,000. And what would I do at that point? Would I be selling it on the way down? Would I be sitting? Would I be loading up the boat on stocks I like? I don't know. And it's scary when the market goes down. Great example is in August of 2018 when it went down 20%, down to December, like around Christmas, around right now. Everything was down 20%. Everyone was scared. I bought Apple at 140, thank goodness. And then I sold it, unfortunately, at 200. Now it's up to 280. So you can't win them all. But I did win a bit on Apple at that point. But I was scared too, but I just didn't sell. And I bought Amazon at 1400 and I bought Apple at 140, around there. Those are big winners for me. So when everyone's scared, it's a good time to buy. And when everyone's like happy, it's a good time to sell. But these are companies I believe in, sort of. We'll see. I'll go through them one by one. If you have any questions, just comment below. So yeah, so I added money to this. I didn't add 7,000. I added I think $3,000 to Tesla when it was down at 350. So I started buying Tesla at 227, only like 5 or 6 months ago. It wasn't that long ago. So I sold some of my Canadian bank stocks. I'm getting bearish on the Canadian bank stocks a bit. I don't like that the guy from The Big Short is shorting our banks, the Canadian banks. It's scary. We've had 77,000 jobs lost last quarter when we should have been up 10,000, and our retail is down a bit. So anyway, so I sold those, thank goodness, put them into Tesla, and it's been fantastic. All right, so some new additions here. So I added about $1,000 to an MJ stock, which is Aurora, and they've been hammered. Let's look at the stock here. Okay, so for the last 6 months, they've been down. Look at this. So if you're holding, you feel horrible. I, back in the day, had some of this, sold it for a profit just before legalization, and thank goodness, and then it went straight down. So I've been buying this up in the bottom here around the $3 range, and it's at $2.95, so I put some more money into it. Shoo! Let's go back to make it rain. And so I have, 329 shares. I would like to get this position up to maybe $2,000 in Aurora. We have Cannabis 2.0, which basically just means edibles and vaping and stuff like that. And that's all coming out in January in Canada. So across Canada, there's going to be now you can have chocolates with THC in them, or CBD, which is the healthy thing, supposedly. And stuff like that. There's going to be beers. Constellation Brands owns a portion of Canopy Growth, so they're making a beer. There's a bottling plant in Smith Falls. I don't know if there's any proof that people are going to drink. Almost like a faux alcoholic beverage, but using marijuana instead of the alcohol. Not sure if it's going to work or not. I don't think it's worked anywhere, really. People usually say it tastes skanky. It tastes I don't know, not good. So hopefully Constellation Brands. Now I have a thing with Constellation Brands. Everyone says that they're the Corona guys, and now they own Corona. They own the rights to it. I think it's brewed down in Mexico, but I don't think they've always owned that. I don't think they're that good at making beer. It was a Mexican company that they now own the rights to distribute, I believe. So now Molson Coors has a deal with Hexo. So they're going to try to compete with this beverage thing. But I don't know if it's going to work or not. But I like to have some chips on the table in case it does pop. Because it went crazy. If you go back, I don't know if you guys know anything about this MJ stuff. But if you go back, let's say 5 years, if you had a bought here at 278 in October 1st, 2017, it went up to $11.70 within, what are we talking here, October, November, December, like 4 or 5 months, you had tripled your money. So, and then it would dip down, you could have made money there. I know I was playing this game as well, and I did make money. So, maybe it'll go back up, I don't know, but I want to have some chips on the table for that. Now, this is one Geo, a guy on YouTube was buying this, passive investor guy. I forget his channel, but I watch him. And he buys this Geo Group. They are like privatized jails. And I had some extra dividend money in one of my accounts. So I just bought 6 shares just to put it on the map, put it on the radar. I find I don't follow companies until I actually own shares. So sometimes I'll buy a little and just watch them. And if I like what I see, then I'll add more money to it. But let's look at Geo Group. It pays like about close to a 12% dividend. It was at like, I don't know, like 5 days ago, like it was at like 14, I think, 13, 14. But now it's on a tear, and the trend is your friend. So I'm going to start buying this, I think. See how it sort of hit its bottom here and it's on its way up? I'm going to lock in these dividends at this price right here. So you can't beat 11.83% dividend on a company that is on the rise. So I probably will be buying more of this. Let's look at the maximum. Yeah, so we hopefully hit the bottom. See how it went all the way down to 1336, August 1st, 2016, and it shot up to 33 in just a little bit of time. Maybe we're going to see one of those. That would be fantastic. So you're going to get growth, and you're going to get that dividend. So it seems volatile, but it does seem like it's an uptrend. Like it is going up, like from $1.47. If you look at all the lows, so it hit $5.44. The low here was $7.88. The low here was $11.17. The low here was $13.36. And the low here was $13.86. So all the lows are going up, which is a good sign. And that yield is fantastic. So I suspect I'll be buying more of this in the near future. Maybe next week. Okay, let's go back to the charts here. Here we go. So, talked about Aurora, talked about Geo Group. Tesla was, yeah, again, it's fantastic. What do you guys think about Tesla? I'm a little scared. I almost want to sell some because I'm up 40% on it and just lock in some gains. But I believe in this company so much. I think next year is going to be fantastic for the company. And if it goes back down, I'm long on it. See, it's look at this growth here. So it's broke through resistance, and I don't know. I think it could go up to like 500 next year, and people are saying it could go up to 3,000 in the next 5-10 years, or 5,000 even. So I don't know what to do with this. Either lock in my gains. See, that's the thing with dividends. They force you to lock in your gains in a sense, right? Because it's paying you a little bit of the company, quarterly or monthly. But with growth investing, you got to cash out. I've held stuff too long and it went back down. But it's a good sign that it's at a new all-time high at 405. If it started to really start to fall, I might sell some. But I am long on the stock and I intend to buy more if I can. So yeah, I almost want it to go down a bit, but not really. It's an ego number, right? Okay, then we have Canopy Growth here. I had the same amount as last time. AbbVie's doing fantastic. I'm up big for capital gains, and it pays, I think I had it locked in dividend-wise at 6.5%. Now, BABA, I've added, I think just like one more share. Here's the old video here. Well, how much BABA did I have? 15. Now I'm at 16. Okay, what else? I didn't buy any more AbbVie. Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, so let's go to, now this is one of my stinkers. So I put $500 into it, and it went down. I think it was down to, I'd lost like over $100. And let's look at Antero Midstream. This is an interesting stock. So I know in my last video I was down on it. I wasn't pleased with it. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, see the trend here. Again, the trend is your friend. We're seeing the same thing now. Are we seeing this in all stocks? Because Geo Group is doing the same thing. Is it just this Santa Claus rally? Now again, if you look at the overall chart, this little up here is could be nothing. It could start to fall again. But I bought this at 18% for the dividend, and then it dropped to like 25. It was so low, like here at 4. Like if you bought down here, you were locking in at 25% dividend. Like that's cray. So, but I was a little scared because it was going down. I didn't want to lose any more money on it. But now that this trend is going up, I've bought back in. Not a lot. I think I had some dividend money, so I threw more shares in there just to average down my cost. So there's that. So now I have 66 shares, $600 worth. This Vermillion is, I like it back over 20 because I put $1,000 into this originally, but it pays me every month. So it pays me, let's check this out. Oh, it shot to the end, over here. I like a lot of tabs, yes. You guys comment you don't like all the tabs I have, but that's what I do. Okay, so yeah, it's paying you 13% on whatever you have in there, not every month, but divided by 12, right? Because it's a monthly payer. So you're getting like over 1% on your money every month. So this thing is volatile, it goes up and down, but it seems to trade between like 19 and 21. Yeah, so the dip down there was getting a little scared there, but yeah, 19 to 20. Got up to 22 here. Let's look at the overall chart. So hopefully it's coming up. And my rule is I usually don't put more than 1,000 in any type of high yield stock. But this one's been a good one. It's held its value. That's all I want. I just don't want to lose money in my capital gains. And I just want to get ridiculous high yield. I'm not asking for too much, am I? So I might put more into that. I had 1,000. I'm up $32 on my I've got in capital gains, right? So there should be $2 there, and then paying me every month. So 1,000. So what's the math on that? So I think what's it at now? It's at 13. Yeah, I think I have it at 14 is when I put the money in. So let's see it. So 1,000 times, I think it was 14%. 1.4. Like so, every year they give me $140 for the 1,000 I've been there, divided by 12. So every month I get $11.66 from them, and it's been consistent. And 1,000 is supposed to be at the top for stuff like this, but I might put another $500 into Vermillion. I don't think they've ever missed a dividend payment since they've came into existence, so I might break the rule, put $500 in there because I like that money coming in every month. So Chemtrade, I may have bought more of that. I have 51 shares there. Where's my Chemtrade? Let's just keep watching the video from last time. Okay, so okay, we got same 51. They're the same. They pay monthly, and I should have $1,000 in there. I need more in Chemtrade because again, I don't think they've ever missed a dividend payment, and I don't think they've ever cut their dividend, and they maintain their dividend through the Great Recession. So I need more in that as well. So I might be adding another 500 there. Might be adding another 500 to Vermillion, and that's maybe a little bit more to Antero Midstream, and definitely Geo Group. So, and if I can get some more, if Tesla comes down, I'll probably buy some more shares as well. So I got to work hard and save up and do what I got to do. Now, now let's talk BABA. I added 1 share. So I have a lot of Canadian stocks, I've got a lot of American stocks, but I don't have a lot of other country stocks. And just like shares, like stocks, you want to have diversify your portfolio. So if one country goes down, because Canada could go into a recession, I don't like what I see. America seems a lot stronger right now. But let's see what happens with elections. I don't know, but their market is very strong. I'd like to get more exposure to China, India, other countries. So I want to start buying more emerging markets coming up this 2020. So I'd like to get this BABA position up to, I don't know, maybe like 7,500 if possible. I'd be happy. Yeah, 7,500 I'd be comfortable with in BABA. Now there's also JD.com, their competitor, which has done very well. It's also a Pinduoduo, or Pinduoduo. They're also a strong company they're basically like Amazon in China. But I'd like to get into Africa, India, Pakistan, like different countries, down like Brazil. Not be so North America based, because what if North America goes into a recession and other countries are on the rise? You have to diversify your countries as well in the stock market, I believe. Just play it safe. Okay, Pizza. Have I bought? I don't know if I bought any more. Nope, same thing, 74. I'd love this to be up to 1,000. Okay, so about 9%. It's just like all the others. It sort of trades between 9 and 10. It's had a good little rally here. It's at 9% dividend. They pay monthly, and I like that. So as you guys can see from my portfolio, I'm buying growth, like Tesla and BABA. I'm buying high yield. And again, all my safe stuff's in a bigger, safer portfolio. All right, and last but not least, we're at a hot, which is American Hotel. And I don't think I added any more to that. Nope, same thing. So it pays, let's see, it's a monthly dividend of 12.42%, pays monthly, and they do deals with the railroads to put hotels in spots where the employees of the railroad can stay in like premium hotel rooms, and they do deals with the railroads. So it is seems like a pretty good company. They are down, but I've been buying at the bottom. So I've been buying down here, and hopefully let's look at the trend. Trend is your friend. This one doesn't seem to be, look at the month. Like, oh no, it's not bad. So it sort of popped here over the month. Not like Geo Group or, what was the last one? Chemtrade? But at least it's up. So guys, if you have any questions about my portfolio, comment below and I will answer you. And tell me what you guys are buying. And what do you guys think of my strategy? There's a few different ones. The MJ stocks are definitely speculative, so it's high risk. So as you can see, I'm not putting too much into them. I don't know, just on here I've got 1,000, roughly 4,500. I have other ones too, may add to this portfolio. So I'm not putting too many chips on the table for that. Very speculative. The other ones are high yield, which again are sort of speculative, because if it's that high, the yield, usually it's a sign of risk. You usually don't want to go much over 5 or 6%. Even those people say are risky. In Canada, our banks are around there, so it's not too bad. And then we've got the growth, right? So I've got my Tesla, my BABA. Those are my growth stocks. I may add Facebook as well. I'm going to get more into growth stocks as well into 2020, because I don't want to have blinders on with dividends and miss huge gains. Like I said, just with Tesla, if I had $200,000 in J&J, I made more just with 27 shares of Tesla in 1 year. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of my crazy cash flow system here. You can watch me succeed or fail, and we can discuss it, and we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, tell me what you guys are buying. Is anything on this list attractive to you guys? And I guess, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment. The stock market is a crazy beast that goes up and down. Enter at your own risk. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to keep up to date. Please comment and like so I'm motivated to keep doing these videos for you guys. And please subscribe, bang that bell for the notification, and I will talk to you guys later. Cheers, have a Merry Christmas.